Good morning children, how are you all? Okay, as we have finished our first lesson, what was our first lesson children? Our country, okay? Today I am going to go with the second lesson, that is food and health, okay? Everybody please take out your books, page number 14, okay? So read the following report in newspaper. So there is a report in the newspaper. What happened? Children, they went to some party and they consumed pastries, okay? And they immediately, after some times, they started vomiting, okay? And some were feeling giddiness and some were feeling like drowsy and nausea. Nausea means running nose, like that. They were feeling very uneasy. So immediately they were rushed to the hospital, okay? They took them to the hospital. So when they were in the party, what happened means they got this. When the doctor examined them, she said the food what they have eaten, it was stale food. Stale means like spoiled one. Before like 2-3 days back they prepared, so it got stale down, okay? So it is called as stale food. Means if it is when it is becoming more than 2-3 days, the food gets spoiled, is it? So it is called as stale food. So normally these children got food poisoning because of that. So that's the reason why these children got sick, okay? Now let's see. Within minute of consuming the pastries, the students started vomiting. They complained of nausea, dizziness, and were rushed to the nearby hospital. We eat food to live. We learn that food is essential for our growth and health. It helps our body to fight diseases. If that is the case, how can food become health hazard and make us sick? Microorganisms and moths grow on the food items and make them poisonous sometimes. If we eat this type of food, we will fall sick. The condition, it is called as food poisoning. Look at this food items. Do they look fresh? What happens to them and why? These food items are no longer fresh. They give unpleasant smell or taste. This can be because of the storing the food item too long under unfavorable condition. They might have become stale or spoiled. The unstable changes occurring in the food make it unfit and harmful for the human consumption, is known as food spoilage. Okay, is known as food spoilage. So what happened? If you see in this picture, see, when already we know that when you eat food, you'll grow healthy. Parents will be telling, elders, they will keep on telling the children, if you eat properly, then only you'll be healthy, you'll become strong, you'll become tall. Like that we keep on telling them. But this child, he is saying, if you are eating, in case, what happened if we are eating the healthy food also, why we got sick? That one boy was asking. So that he says that if the food, it was spoiled food, means stale food, because it was not fresh. Okay, if you see this picture, there is a corn, this is some apples and bread. It got mold. So microorganism, if the food is kept outside, what happened? The microorganism or molds is nothing but green, you will get it on the bread or something. It is called bacteria, one type of bacteria, which will start growing on the food items if you keep it outside for more than 2-3 days, and even they become dry, okay, the freshness will go off. So that's how the food is getting spoiled, and this type of food is called as and if you eat this type of food, then you may cause food poisoning. Okay, what happens to your body, children? You may cause food poisoning. And how can you keep them? See, if proper condition, for example, if you keep it in the fridge, bread, apples, otherwise corn, whatever food items, if you are keeping it in a fridge, after 2-3 days also some people, they heat it and eat, is it? Because it was in a proper condition. But if you are keeping in the outside with the moisture conditions, what happens? These microorganisms, otherwise molds, can grow on the food and they will spoil the food. So the food items are no longer fresh. They will be giving unpleasant smell. Unpleasant means you will say badbu, is it? Dirty smell will be coming. And if you taste it, by mistake if you taste it, you feel like to vomit it. So that's how the food is getting spoiled. And it becomes stale and spoiled, and the changes occur, make it unfit and harmful for our body. So that is called as food spoilage. Okay, now see, raw, dry. See, so how we can store this food in different food items can be stored in different form. See, chilies, for example, dry. When they are raw, they will be green color, but after drying in the sun they become very dry, red color only, but they will be dried up. So after drying up also, did you see any time your mother preparing dal, she'll put the chilies, dry chilies, is it? So that's how the chilies, when they were dried up in the sun, and that can be utilized later. Same way fish also. These are dry salted fish. Fish, they will put salt to the fish and dry it in the sun. Later they can use it for cooking or frying, whatever. See, which of the following food materials stay for longer period without getting spoiled? See, how are people enjoying seasonal fruits and vegetables around the year? Is there any process for this? What is the process called? The process is called as preservation of food. Preservation is the process of treating food to slow down food spoiling. It makes food material last longer. It increases the shelf life and reduce wastage of food. Surplus food can be stored and used in times of storage. Food items can be transported to longer distance by preserving them. Some of the food preservation techniques are drying, salting, pasteurization, refrigeration, and freezing, canning, and so on. So normally some food items we get it in seasonal wise. For example, in right now we had summer, is it? So we get mangoes in only summer. Do we get it in winter? No. So what they do, they take out the pulp of the orange mangoes and they make the Maaza bottle. If you drink Maaza, what taste you will get, children? Same like mango taste. So they put some preservatives in that and they preserve the taste, everything. And even people say sometimes dry leaves, chilies, when they are dried up, see, some only for few seasons only they will be available. Okay, after that they will that cultivation will be stopped. So for throughout the year we need these chilies. So what they do, they dry up in the sun and store it in a proper place. That can be used for your vegetables, otherwise tadka and whatever it is, you use it for as a spices. Okay, so even dry fishes. See, fish normally, once it is raw, if you bring it, what happens? If you keep it for 2 days, it will get spoiled. Okay, so how you should store the food? What they do after cutting, sometimes they cut it into the pieces, otherwise like that only full solid one they keep salted and dried in the sun. Later they can use it for the preparing food. So these are called as nothing but preservation of food. So preservation of food, this is the treatment for food not to get spoiled for long period of time. Okay, so normally if you without preservation, if you keep the food, it will get spoiled. Okay, only for 1 day or 2 days it can. If you don't add these preservatives, then the food will get spoiled. So what are the preservative techniques? See, one is drying. Okay, as we see chilies. Okay, leave about that. Dry fruits, when you get them, what you do, you remove the peel it, everything, and dry it in the sun. Is it or not? Your pulses, dal, chana dal, tuar dal, and all pulses, whatever are there, you dry. After harvesting, they dry in the fields and they store it in the storage room. That's how drying is the one process of preservation. And second is salting. Salting, see, in the pickles also. See, once in a year you get mangoes. So you must have seen in your home also, they put the pickles. Let it be tomato, mango pickle, whatever. So they add more oil and salt. Did you see any time? So why means the salt and oil, they won't allow the microorganisms or molds to grow in the food. Means they won't get spoiled because of this techniques. Okay. Now pasteurization. Pasteurization is nothing but they boil the item. For example, milk. Okay, say if you boil the milk, if you keep it out also, it will get spoiled. But some milks, what they do, they go through so much process, they boil the milk so much and they store it in a milk cans. Okay, so that is called as pasteurization. And refrigerator, you know that any food is remained or fruits, vegetable, we keep it in the fridge. Okay, and sometimes some like meat, chicken, everything, otherwise ice cream, we keep it in the freezer. Is it? The ice cream, if you keep it out for 1 hour, it will get melted. But if you keep it in the freezer, the ice cream will be hard like that only for 2-3 days. For your father think that one family pack he got it. He kept in the fridge. So daily you can eat little quantity. If fridge is not there, if it is outside, whole ice cream will get melted. So that's how the freezing also can help it. And canning, see, you get canning jam, otherwise you have what you'll say, this sauces and all that. That is nothing but it is done with the help of canning. So these are the methods, these are the techniques of preserving the food. What are their children? First is drying. Next, salting. Okay, pasteurization. Next, what else? Pasteurization. Okay, pasteurization and refrigerator. Next, canning. And what else? Freezing also. It comes in the refrigerator only. Freezers, big freezers you will have for ice creams and all that. So these are the methods to preserve your food. Okay. Next thing. Drying. Drying under the sun and by heating removes most of the moisture from food to make it last longer. Dry chilies, papad and raisins are the few examples. See, raisins are nothing but kishmish, you will eat, know that. And papad and green chilies, they dry it in the sun. Why means the moisture, the wetness, moisture is nothing but the water present in the food item. It will get removed by the sun rays. Okay, due to the heat, the moisture will be removed and they get dried up and they can be stored for many years. See, if you get the kishmish, only one day only you will eat it? No, it will be there for 1 month, 2 months. You can keep it stored in a packet. Okay. Now salting. Salting is an age-old process of adding excess salt of food to food. It draws out moisture from the food and prevents the growth of microorganisms. Salting fish is an example. So salting is also they salt it and keep it in the sun. So when they get dried up, the moisture, everything, it will go off and it won't allow it prevents, means it won't allow the microorganism to come and occupy. So till here we'll complete the lesson, children. Remaining lesson we can go because still it's a long time also over. So remaining lesson I'll continue in the next class. Everybody should read the lesson thoroughly, children. Okay? Thank you, children.